Live? Question. So let's open up this. Are we good? Ah, there it is. Copy. Cool. Live, I think. And then there's the chat. Does it work? Okay. Cool. Right, that's what I want to see. Right. Yeah, I'll be on push to talk if anyone's even watching. And we're going to sort out GLB today. Maybe do some minor refactoring to start with. What do I actually need to do? I need to go into... Looks like that's working still. Okay, so yeah, I'm just trying to simplify stuff at the moment. So that's what this is about. Nothing really interesting is going to happen. Just removing enums that don't need to be here. That's about it. Okay. So I need to be able to upload textures that don't come from files to get GLB files working. So I'm just going to go with my texture creation code, stuff like that. It's stuff I've already done, but I just need to port it over to this refactor that I'm going through. So yeah. And this is like an older engine of mine. Well, older. It's the last current one, so don't know if you can call that old. Yeah, so this has got a lot more code, and this is the a lot more going on in this one. So yeah, I need to basically replicate this, where we just load some stuff from CGLTF and, you know, upload the raw bytes and then just load that into a struct and then construct that as texture from that. That's the plan anyway. I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah. STB image. Gotta use STB image.h. It's a pretty legendary library. Okay, so I'm just going to assume for now we've got a GLB file and then kind of work backwards. And I've just got to grab my GLB file from my old project. And then we should be good to be able to test this. Which one's a good one? No. Exported. No, it's not right. Ah, right, that's what I did. Sponsor 4. Grab that. And we want to throw that in our build directory. Now assets. Oh, I already have it. So, right. Yes, we'll see if we can load first. Clearly we can't find the file. Not good. Models out, sponsor. Sponsor 4. Yeah, it's important to get this to work. I can't be having textures and things floating around. Okay. Yeah, I don't quite have map support yet, so we can't do anything with that. What else do you need? Image view type. Okay, this would be a image view type, the same type. Very cool. Done. I might try and get rid of some of these warnings as well. Got way too many. So I think in CGLTF the URI is the location to the texture. If there's no location to the texture, then we can assume that we're in a GLB file. That might simplify things quite dramatically if I can get the raw data out and just put it in here. But I think this is probably more to do with create texture. It's probably not aware of raw data being passed in. But it's a start. Yeah, let's continue. Let's just see what it returns. It might do something. It might be robust enough. That's awkward. We're using the name to destroy a texture, which I don't know what we did. We'll see. Is that instance? Oh, it's the renderer. Oh, nothing crazy. We didn't remove it from the resource cache. That just seems like a mistake. Because if we have a name, sorry, if we have a texture in the resource cache that can't be found by its hash, then will we ever remove it? I mean, for now, this is probably safe because we're just going to crash here. But I don't think this is a good idea, just assuming that no name, if the texture description's name is not null, then it's just empty or something, but whatever. That's what I did previously, so I'll stick with it for a minute. I'm just going to make this compile again. And then we got to figure out why we're getting a validation error. Something's not converting the type to the correct memory layout, which, you know, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Okay, we'll come back to that then. It's possible that our setup wasn't correct. Name is not equal to null. Okay, so it won't be added to the hash. Okay, that's... What is this then? Whatever, I'll come back to it. I wrote that such a long time ago. Right. There you go. The initial data is null, so we skip all the setup. Found it. That's the error. So what on earth did I do previously? No. Upload texture. Interesting. I wonder if it's always not null. Probably the setup's different. I probably made a mistake earlier on. Don't need to do that swap chain. Okay, I think there's only 3. Now, what we need is go back. Remove that, put this in the GLTF code. I don't know, create texture, then we can just be here. Once that breaks, then we can put another breakpoint in and we should be good. Okay. Question, do you have initial data in? You don't. Okay, interesting. What did that do? Yeah, it does all that. So we upload data. Stencil stuff. Bit of extra bindless and MIP level support. Interesting. Okay, so our image is an undefined layout. Somehow this is not, this is in shader read optimal because we need to read the textures and shaders. So somewhere down the line, this code somehow turns the image that we just uploaded with raw data. It must do something different somewhere. Yep. Weird. Request upload. This is probably it. Yeah. No. Yeah, because we do this asynchronously. That's probably why. That's probably what I'm missing. Okay, not the initialization, not the shutdown. You know, it'd be easy actually. Right, clearly this is using raw data. Its data member is this. It probably needs the size somewhere. So, where does that turn up? Nope. Okay. Never mind, back to this. Yeah, so I've recently found I've got a race condition here. It's not fun, but it at least tells me kind of where things are being updated and stuff like that. So we know that the asynchronous loader does this, but something hasn't completed, so we get an error, meaning that textures are getting their layout change before this line of code. Well, supposed to be anyway. One isn't. That's what I can tell. Meaning that I think it's definitely in the asynchronous code. where things are being updated. Just when. This is likely done in a different thread, but I think Visual Studios can handle that. Ah, this might be it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so for some reason size. What's the if statement? Okay, so if data is null, yeah, I think I need to set the initial data up here because we're not doing any threading at the moment because of that race condition. Yeah, something's wrong with it, and I need to go back and forth. I need to go back and fix things that I kind of broke over time. So yeah. So if I upload the data, set it as initial data, then we're good. I think we should have a full setup. Yeah, so instead of doing this, now I am copying the pointer over. Well, we'll see what happens. I think it's chill. That looks good. Let's see what happens then. Delete all the breakpoints. F5. Well, hey, we completely broke. Okay. Huh. Oh, we were constructing the swap chain. That's disappointing. Unsigned char, yep, it's the same type. Ugh. What? That's a mistake. I don't know what I'm doing here. Are these output variables? Yeah, probably not getting the right thing here. Let's just check what these are. Okay, so that's the entire buffer. So that was right. Offset 0. I wonder if I can get the array size of this. I think mine's on the scope. I can just look this up in. Nope. This is in the other layer. What am I looking for again? Oh yeah. Oh, right. Cool. Cause some weird. Where's return? Ah, return whatever, won't it? Invite. Hopefully. Can I do that? Get size on as well. Why are you all complaining? Whatever. Cool. Okay, so when will the game be ready? I'm not sure, to be honest. Still working on the engine. I need to get an artist together as well. That's the other thing. So yeah, it's up in the air. I'm working hard though. I'll try and get it as I'll try and get something out there. I've made a tech demo in the past on itch.io, but it's not really a game. It's more of a tech demo. With programming? You want some help with programming? Okay. This is 8 bytes? That can't be right. Have you heard about this stale KR anomaly? No. Don't know what that is. Is that something to do with graphics? I'm really only familiar with like Vulkan and OpenGL and C++ and stuff. Thank you, honestly. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I do try my best. It's one of these things that I've just been doing for a long time. I wouldn't consider myself like skillful or anything like that. It's not skillful, talented or anything like that. It's just, you know, I started a long time ago, so, you know, but I do appreciate that comment. Thank you very much. Just trying to get better every day. That's the goal. I don't know if SDB has like a size. SDB image has a size thing. It's not too important. I don't think I need the size really. I've done this before correctly, so. Okay, let's see. Someone else said something. Vulkan is running out of VRAM. When I try to apply this old game on Linux via Wine, tiled hard stuff. Oh, tried hard stuff solving it, but its X-ray engine is from 2007. So Vulkan is running out of VRAM. And it's a game engine from. Oh, no problem. No problem. My English is terrible too, so well, I know my reading is terrible. So, okay. So I would personally. It's called the X-ray. Oh, it's the X-ray engine. I honestly don't know anything about X-ray engine. The VRAM's running out. That's interesting. It could be a driver issue. And sometimes I've found, yeah, wine, it's a tough one, that one, honestly. I wouldn't know exactly off the top of my head. Yeah, because it's hard to run out of, it's hard, unless you're pushing a lot of memory to the GPU, it's quite hard to run out of VRAM, especially if the game's from 2007. So I would say that's probably not the correct error that you're getting. That's what I would first guess. It's also it depends on your GPU as well. Like sometimes NVIDIA cards don't run very well on Linux, and that could be it. Probably, yeah. It's probably, yeah, something like that. Something like a translation issue of instructions. Yeah, not entirely sure what I would try, honestly. But I would say, yeah, it's probably the GPU hasn't probably run out of memory. It either can't access the memory on the GPU, so it's saying it can't have any. You know, if you've got 0 megabytes of VRAM available for things to happen, then it's probably going to error out. So it's probably something like that. It's probably something either driver related or, you know, NVIDIA. I don't know if you've got an NVIDIA card, but NVIDIA cards often don't play nice on Linux. So yeah, so good luck with that. Yeah, I wish I could be more useful, but that's all I could say right now. Yeah, I think we should try and figure out why we're completely erroring out on the first image. It's like our data is too small for the size or something, and then we try to do something silly. But let's see. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I'll keep it up. Yeah, you too. Hopefully you solve the issue. Okay, so that blows up. Why? Where are we? Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see. I wonder if it's something. Right. I'm going to go back to the other engine and figure out what's going on, really. Okay. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm trying to get this engine to compile on Linux, and I'm having to install the dependencies via a script that you have to use admin privileges for, or root privileges for. It's a bit trying to get dependencies to work on Linux is a bit of a mad one when you have shared libraries. I think I'm doing the right thing, but you know, I'm not that good at Linux, admittedly. Okay, so we have data. 951. Okay, so that's actually what we should be having, not 32,000 something crazy. Okay, that's good. So we got something to compare against. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? So yeah, this is wrong. And I don't know. What did I do? This is the problem with this engine. I think it's one of the biggest issues. It's got too many layers of abstraction, the old one. So it's difficult to figure out exactly when this variable was set, for example. But I'll get there. No, I won't be writing my own physics engine. I've wrote a physics engine before. You can find that on my GitHub. Let's see if I just get my GitHub up. I'll show you it if you're interested. Repositories. It's a pretty old one. Yeah, it's my wind project. This is a physics engine. This is using the separating axis theorem to do collision detection on convex geometry. Now, the reason I kind of left this is because I learned how difficult it is to make a physics engine. Like, I had lots of problems when it came to constraints. So when two objects were connected together by like a hard constraint where they couldn't go further or closer together, things would just go wrong. And when you've got that kind of issue, like you would see this with ragdolling. Like I would build a ragdoll and it would go crazy. Yeah, so I kind of learned that, you know, unless I'm going to study physics engine stuff all the time and get really, really good at it, it's probably best to use an off-the-shelf solution rather than trying to implement this particular guy. If you're in, yeah. Also, this is using OpenGL 2, so this is like a really old engine. Yeah, 7 years ago. But yeah. So yeah, I'm probably going to use Jolt. Jolt is good. From what I've seen, Jolt is a good physics engine to use. Do you rely on dot products in C++? Well, for maths, I use the CGLTF library. CGLM. The reason I like that library is because it's easy to get it to do SIMD operations. So I won't be. Like I said, I've written that physics engine. I also wrote my own maths library in C++. And again, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're not going to write it in SIMD, it's probably not going to be fast enough for the operations that you need it to do. So again, that's another one I'm going to palm off to other people is the maths library itself. Maths, yes, maths indeed, with an S. All right, where was I? But yeah, let me just in case you're interested, I'll post that in the YouTube chat. Where is the live stream? There it is. Yeah, if you're interested in the physics engine, you give you a direct link. Right, so we're in a thread. We're executing a task. Update. Async update. Okay, so yeah, okay, we're definitely in the right place. So this gets ran every single frame. How do we work out the size? That's the question. My YouTube playlist. Yes. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how it's worked out the size. Alright, I'm going to step through this bit by bit, I think. Okay, so we didn't do that. I don't know where 69 came from. Let's see. Let's use the call stack. Okay. Time to break things. Oops. Great little trick. Commenting out stuff, recompiling, see what broke, then you know where every instance of size exists within this struct. Because it's very generic. It's a very generic name. You know, size could be anywhere, so in different context. Very useful for compiled languages. Yes, that one. Request data. This is likely where it's getting set. That might be the entire. That might be all the images. Okay. Yeah, the difficulty with this is trying to get it to work in a different way than it worked before, because it got so lots of tech debt, if you know what that is. So trying to remove layers of tech debt, yeah, it's pretty tricky without just replicating exactly what I did last time. Ah, I think I've realized something. I think I'm uploading a dummy texture with basically no data in. So the actual data in bytes that I'm getting is probably really, really low, and it's throwing me off. I thought the first time this is called, yeah, yeah, I know what's happening. It's uploading that. That's what's throwing me off. White is tiny, so my size could be fine. Yeah, it's a tiny texture. Anyway, right, okay, so that clears things up. Now we know why something's 900 and a size of 951 when it comes to bytes. Yeah, that's huge. It's way too big. Yeah. Let's do that again. For fact, let's stick this in a watch, and now we can copy that out, get Notepad up. Cool. Then let's do the same, skipping the first one because that'll be the white texture. Okay, no, 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 no. Interesting, these are all different. Could do a conditional. Let's see if this ever equals our value that we extracted earlier. Nope. Okay. We got. Oh. No. Okay. That did work. We are finding the texture. Okay. Right. I'm probably just using standard STBI wrong or something. We'll see. Yeah, it's possible I'm kind of being dumb here and not sending these variables in that need to be written to, and so it's trying to write out to 0, which causes all things to go wrong. No, wrong way around. There we go. That would be funny. Well, let's try it. Because it is a C library, so it's going to have less protection against stupidity. Oh, yep. Okay, that was me being daft. Yeah, that looks like texture data to me. Bunch of gibberish. I wonder if you can copy this out and save it to a file, and then call it JPEG dot something. That would be interesting. I wonder if you can do that. It's a bit slow. Okay, this is a full-on experiment. Okay, save as. Let's see. I think these are all JPEGs as well. Where did I save that? Ugh. Oh, I think I know where I did. No, okay. Okay, yeah, experiment failed. It's probably aligned in some specific way that's not correct. Yeah, okay. Okay. I was just curious if we could do that. Okay. So this should all work now. It shouldn't be barfing on me. Okay, so it's done something. We've got stuff in memory. We probably need to free some resources. That's why it's bigger than it should be. Okay, interesting. Right, new game ahead, guys. Right, so that's messed up the data boundary. This is really tricky to get right because I'm using shader storage buffer objects instead of a vertex buffer. If the alignment of the data is incorrect, basically it spills over into a different buffer, then you can get this kind of horrendous. I mean, it's quite interesting, but it's obviously wrong. So I'm probably writing either too much to memory or something, or what, I'm not sure. Okay, right. I didn't know that. I just read you a message about Notepad. Right. I was disappointed then. I was hoping that I could get something cool, but never mind. Good to know for future. Okay, yeah, so it didn't like that. Oh yeah, yeah. Those triangles are horrible. It could be anything, as you probably know. Like it could be a bad transform that's causing everything to go wrong. Mine, I know my transforms are good, so it's probably not that. It's like more annoyingly in my opinion is when you've got your shader, uniform buffers and all that kind of stuff that are storing data are all overrunning each other. So, something weird's happening. Yeah, it's not fun. How long am I streaming for? Okay. This was my first ever stream. I'm probably going to leave it here, guys. Yeah. This was a big experiment. I had no idea anyone would comment, so I very much appreciate anyone commenting and reaching out, offering some help and things like that. So yeah, I'll got you. I see. So yeah, I hopefully you enjoyed this and you found it at least a little bit interesting and not completely boring. Yeah. I think it went well. I'm willing to try again. So yeah, thanks guys. So I'm going to click the end stream button and see what happens. Cool. No problem at all, guys. Right.